Hello, Collective, wherever you are. I hope you're somewhere safe, somewhere warm, surrounded by love, light, happiness, joy, abundance, and filled with so much faith. Real quick, can you hit that like button? Hit share if you would like to share it, and hit subscribe so you can always be updated whenever I put another message out there for you guys. And if you would like to donate, it is not a requirement, but it is truly appreciated. The information is in the description box down below. And thank you ahead of time to anybody who chooses to do so, even just for the likes, the comments, the shares, and subscribes. May God bless your beautiful souls tenfold. All right, so I apologize, guys. You already know about my whole storage space issue and the fucking spyware in my phone. Well, yeah, I don't know what's going on. This was like a part. It was like a part three because the first part, like this phone, like it only records to a certain amount, and then it'll like it'll only let me do like then it'll keep recording, but then like the last few minutes will be a separate video. Like a separate one, so that happened. All right, but as I was waiting for it to upload, and it said it was uploaded, all of a sudden it's saying part one failed. So I don't know, and I already deleted it off my phone. I'm praying that it goes up on there because there's a lot of good stuff in there. But I'm just gonna run back what happened here, okay? Real quick, because I'm not sure if it's gonna upload or not. I'm praying that it does. But pretty much what's going on here is there's a Leo here, right? That's under judgment, and there's a whole group of people. You're moving on. You got many opportunities coming to you. All right, you're a spiritual leader. You're using your gifts for the good. You're progressing rapidly, and these people in your past see this. They're under heavy judgment. Karma's here. There's this Leo is um under investigation, right? They don't realize this, I don't think yet. They might now know, but I'm not sure. This Leo got in trouble for something in the past, and it was involved in a unaliving, I believe, or they were involved in this and they were under investigation for it or something. But they're working with the feds, right? And they're out here setting people up, and they don't realize, or they didn't realize before, that they thought that because they were working with the feds that like them and the feds are like besties. No, this whole time they've been fucking running back to the feds with all this information about these other people when they're doing you hella dirty. They're involved in an inheritance that was stolen from you, and they do a lot of other illegal activities. Now, they've been running back to the feds, feeding the feds all this information, setting people up, and not even only setting people up, but framing people as well. They also try to frame you, but thank God, do not forget to give God, angels, ancestors, and loved ones that passed away, and the feds the utmost love and respect and gratitude, because one, they got your back like a fucking bra strap. All right, they've been watching this Leo. This Leo's been under investigation this whole fucking time. They thought that, like, oh well, I'm working with them. They're my homies. Like, I'm giving them information. Why would they ever be watching me? Hello, dum dum. You should have known from the gate you're under investigation. You're working with them. You'd think that they're just gonna take a lying thief and like murderer or whatever it is, or somebody that's involved in a murderous fucking, just take your false confirmation, your word. Obviously, your word's not good. All right. So they've been investigating this person. He's like, karma's here spanking his ass. You had a lot of love for this person, and it came out while we're doing it that it's either a family member or it's somebody you considered to be family. You had a lot of love and respect for this person. You were like, just like she's sitting here taming the lion, the Leo, and he got off on the fact that you had so much love for him, and he knows that you're very intuitive, you're very gifted. I apologize, guys. Clyde's in here, my cat, and he's on some other shit right now. So he may or may not, he's looking at the cards. He may or may not try to mess us up. But moving forward, I love you, puppy. Moving forward, so he got off on the fact that you had so much love for him, and that he knows how very intuitive and gifted you truly are. And he got off on the fact that, like, you call everybody else's shit, but he thought he was a mastermind, right? He thought that he got off on the fact that he thought he was pulling something over on you, and that you call everybody else's shit, but you didn't realize it was him doing this, right? And like, he got off on that. Well, yeah, little as you knew, and you were trying to hint to him that you knew he was doing this, but you had a lot of love and respect for him. You gave him many chances by telling him, like, look, I know this is going on, this, that, and the other, but you left his name out of there because you're trying to hint to him to fucking stop, because you know what he's doing, and you had a lot of love for this person. So, but he just took it, like, it made him, he literally fed off of it and got off on it. So he would do it even more to you because he thought he was some sort of mastermind. He was definitely bullied when he was a child. All right, he was definitely bullied, and he's an attention whore. He needs attention from everybody, and he played people, everybody in your past, against you, right? And smiling in your face, stab while stabbing you in the back, correct? So he doesn't realize, though, that he was being watched by the Fetty Wops the whole time. The Fetty Wops were watching him while he was, while he was out here watching everybody else, setting everybody else up, and trying to frame people and trying to frame you. Like, look, here's the justice system. Here's the feds right here, looking right down on this fucking Fed. Now, this little fucker was over here, like, this is him, the Leo, was over here going to the justice system, the Fetty Wops, telling him that, the collectives, this, that, and the other, could try to say you're a drug dealer, you're a drug addict, that you sold your body, all types of weird fucking lies. But they don't realize this is the feds right here. Look, peep it. This is the feds right here, right? And they're looking into this lantern. That lantern is you. You're the star. All right? They're like, nah, this motherfucker is right here. This collective is a fucking beautiful being. They're straight from the fucking cosmos. This is one of God's children. Like, what? This is a beautiful human being. And they're looking right down, and they're like, they got your back. Like, look, that's the feds, and it's holding the lantern. They got your back. And they're like, no, he's holding you up over top of this, of top of this lying ass, thieving ass fucking Leo here, and he's looking down, he's watching them, he's about to fucking strike them with this wand right here, or whatever this is, with their like nightstick or whatever. They're about to take him down. Okay, so now moving forward. So the feds know you have your sword up. They know that you walked away from him. And this is the feds here still watching. The feds were watching when you walked away. And they were also watching. Like, they didn't, when you walked away, he tried everything he possibly could to stop your forward movement. And it was ever since you could have possibly even moved from wherever you were. And there's something about a house, and he's in your phone. And I find it very fucking funny that because this is so on point, there were so many confirmations on this, and it's awful funny because this person is in your phone, right? And this motherfucker really doesn't want this message to get out there because the feds know that he's in your phone too, right? That he has spyware in your phone and cameras in your house, or he was caught going into your house. The feds were watching him going into your house, planting shit in your house, right? So, but it's awful funny that this, like, the part one just didn't upload all of a sudden, and I had to go in my phone and, like, delete all this shit because a bunch of different apps just showed up on this phone, right after I noticed it didn't, when I noticed it didn't upload or whatever. So anyway, they see you have your sword up to him because they know they were watching him this whole time, and they were watching all the people from your past too, the ones that he was setting up and, like, coming back to the authorities and telling them. And they're also watching him steal from you, and it was that inheritance. It was a lot of money as well. A house could possibly be involved, or that was him going into your house, and they were watching him do this. Okay, now, and I'm strongly getting, like, all right, so if you have cameras in your house, the feds tapped into your cameras, and they're doing it to protect you. They could have even possibly went into your house and put cameras of their own in your house. Don't get mad at them. They're protecting you because they see what this person was doing to you, and they were doing a lot of evil, dark shit. All right. Now, this person also has a fucking cell phone jammer. Like, they have a jammer. So the feds, they don't realize that there are cameras, and the feds especially have a lot of technology that we don't have. And so I'm strongly getting the feds went into your home. They planted something in there. Don't get weirded out. Don't get freaked out. It's to protect you. All right? It's to protect you. And this is like, they're watching this whole thing go down. So this motherfucker has a cell phone jammer, right? They were jamming the fucking, the cell phones and your Wi-Fi and everything like that because they know you have cameras in your house. They didn't realize not only do you have the cameras in your house that what do you call it, that you might possibly have a camera in the new cameras that they're anti-jammers, and it still records, and it reports that somebody's trying to jam your line. Well, they didn't know that, but you could possibly have that, or it's the feds that have them inside of your house and you're unaware of it. Okay. But it's to protect you because this person is doing the utmost, and it's not just him. It's a fucking neighbor involved, and there's a bunch of other people as well. There's a whole group. It's people from the past that you walked away from, and the cops seen you walked away. And ever since, like, that you moved, or you were trying to move, and this motherfucker's been doing everything he can to block your path and your forward movement. It's not happening. You are progressing beautifully. This motherfucker and everybody involved is going to prison. All right, and I'm definitely getting, it's like a dark group. They're like Satan worshipers. He also sold his soul to the devil as well. And the cops see the feds, the federales, they see the federales are like, yo, look, no, collectives here, just winding our own damn business with this page one, just keeping their eyes on their goal, and they're reaching all their goals, no matter what these fucking weirdos are doing, hooting and hollering and doing all this, and that's another thing. They're caught under doing spell work as well, like on you, like under the full moon and everything else. They're fucking weirdos. They can, but this is the feds coming in. They're protecting you. They're coming in. They're gonna take this whole, because now, mind you, this motherfucker's still out here setting people up and framing people. So the feds are like, be patient with this, because the feds got your back like a bra strap. They're watching you. They're watching you to protect you. Now, if anybody actually comes like too close to you to where they're going to try to harm you, they're going to take them down. They're going to run into the feds. It's not going to happen. Plus, you are heavily protected by God and angels, ancestors, loved ones that passed away. Say if this dude like came by, even if they're like farther away, you're so heavily protected. Even if they had a banger on them and they went to go pull the trigger, the fucking thing would jam because you're heavily protected by God. So do not worry. And plus, you also have the feds watching your back too and protecting you. All right. So moving forward, you're protecting every area aspect of your life, so do not be afraid. But they were doing death magic and all this other stuff, to you. And they're also like trying with your forward movement and everything else. Because whatever you're doing with your spiritual gifts, somehow you are exposing these people in one way or another. Whether it's just because they are going around doing a smear campaign, lying about you, and people are seeing you for who you truly are, and that they're just casting a lot of illusions. Now, also, this idiot and the other people involved in stealing your inheritance had many options to come back and make it right and give you back what is truly yours. But they chose to, not do that. They chose to try to keep this for themselves. All right. Well, karma's here spanking all of their asses, and the feds are here watching all of them, getting ready to come in and take them all down. But you got to keep in mind, this dude's still out here doing work for the feds. So the feds are going to use this idiot up as much as they can. Right? Confirmation. They're going to use him up as much as they can because they already got enough evidence to put this dude away for as long, probably literally for the rest of his life. He's going away for the rest of his life if he makes it there, because I'm strongly getting he's going to take himself out, whether it's before he goes to prison or while he's in prison. He's not going to make it. He's not built for prison. This is why he's telling on everybody. All right. And I'm also getting a download that apparently he was going around lying to people, saying that you are telling on people when you ain't. You're just minding your own fucking business. He's the one setting everybody up, and he was going around saying that you're a snitch, you're this, you're that, because it was him doing it, and he was planting everything on you, and he was also planning on framing you. But the feds, thank God, the feds were watching him when he went into your house to plant whatever evidence it was. So he's also getting caught up for that, and for all types. This dude's never getting out of prison, if he even makes it to prison. All right. Now they're just using him to let him bring in more information about these other people, but they're doing it and they're still protecting you this whole time. And this is why I believe they might have went into your house and put this in here, because they want to protect you, and they are protecting you. But they also need to because he's involved with a lot of shady ass people that need to be removed from the streets. So they're doing this as smartest, because there's nothing slow or dumb about the feds. Okay, they are very extremely intelligent. And also CIA is somehow, or like, I don't know how they're involved. I don't know if it's because the inheritance and maybe a red flag came up, because maybe you have a job on the books and somebody stole its inheritance, and you went to go do taxes possibly, and this is another reason. If people got you fired from jobs before, it's because of this. They didn't want you to collect the income tax because they know that you're a very responsible, good person and you pay your taxes. They didn't want you to be able to go and claim, your taxes. And another thing is, another deal I'm getting is the pandemic is what this is why a lot of people with this inheritance thing, because it's a lot more common than people realize. Okay, so everyone's like, oh yeah, well, everybody must have an inheritance. Well, no. First of all, you're probably definitely not the collective. Or if you're talking like this and you don't even know how this works, and not everything is for everybody. Take what resonates, leave the rest for who it is for. But this does happen. This is like a community of people, a cult, a coven, or whatever it is. It's a secret society that does this. They scout people out that they know are good people. They know they're coming into money. They know they're not snitches and shit like that. They do their homework. They do their research. All right, and then they'll go defame. They'll get everybody to turn against you. So if the chance is that you do find out about this, Nobody will they'll think that you're crazy because they make you look crazy. Nobody will believe you. Well, just so happens they came across an earth angel. You're a fucking earth angel, and you are planted here for this very reason, whether you know it or not, okay? But this is why this is happening to you. My ear is ringing, all right? So, and it's to get this whole fucking secret society, group, cult, coven, whoever, or if even just this group of losers off the fucking street. It might not even be a cult, coven, but I'm strongly getting it is. It's some sort of devil worshippers. They sold their souls, and they're doing work for the devil. Well, they're about to find out how big of a mistake that truly was. All right, because God's cleaning up the streets here from all these fucked up people. So what's happening now is you're waiting for your ship. Oh yeah, the pandemic. That's what I'm talking about. So a lot of people, why this inheritance thing is coming out a lot is because this pandemic, it was a blessing in disguise. All right, now a lot of people, they collected the pandemic, correct? Well, you still do your taxes, right? Correct. Now, when you went and did your taxes for the money that you collected from the pandemic, it like red flags came up, because when, now maybe you weren't collecting, maybe you didn't have a job before that or whatever, but you still got the pandemic money. Well, you had to file those taxes. So a lot of people did, and when you did, it like the red flags started binging, because they're like, wait a second. Or even if you didn't, just when you went to go claim that money, red flags went off, because they're like, wait a second, how are you collecting this pandemic money when you got this whole inheritance here? They weren't planning on this to come out. So guess what? Karma's a bitch, right? But she's my best fucking friend, all right? And she don't play when it comes to the fucking collective, all right? And karma is very real. And even more importantly, God don't fucking play. And God is very real. And if you don't believe in God, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I pray you find God before it's too late, because you have no idea. Anyway, moving forward, this idiot's been watched. They're involved in stealing your inheritance and possibly others as well. And there's a whole group of these people that are involved in this. They're all going down. Karma's here. They're told many times by God to, you need to make this right. And it's been eating at their conscience. But no, they're all in there. They're devil worshippers, right? They're little satanic, whatever, selling their souls to this fucking idiot. They're doing sex magic on you as well, which is really fucking creepy, because this person is either a family member or you considered them to be family, and they're like obsessing over you. They're doing love spells. They're doing everything they possibly can to stop you, to shut you up. It's not working. The cops, not even the cops, the feds and the CIA are watching these motherfuckers. And there's like I think the ATF is involved as well. The alcohol, tobacco, firearms. What do you call it? CIA. The DE. The drugs, the drug task force, they're involved, because they're also in there. They're selling drugs and everything else. And that's another thing. They tried to say you were a drug dealer and you're not, okay? And they were going to plant evidence in your house, but the feds watched them do this, okay? So the feds are protecting you. The CIA is protecting you. The ATF is protecting you. You have a lot of people here protecting you, all right? And not only that, you have God protecting you. First and foremost, you have God, your angels, ancestors, and loved ones passed away that are protecting you. So you need to give them the utmost love, respect, and gratitude, because you have no idea what these fucking people have been doing to you. Not only that, you even have the dark protecting you as well. You have the light and the dark protecting you as well. This was all part of a master plan, a divine plan by God himself. All right, these idiots were tempted. That's the devil's job, is to tempt you. All right, it's like he still works for God. He has to answer for God. He was sent here to tempt you idiots. And then what you do with it, the ones who pass the test and don't sell their souls and don't do the devilish acts, you get blessed. All right, we all get blessed heavily, and this is the time for it. All right, all your patience, all your faith, all your good deeds they did not go unseen, and they're about to pay off. And all their devilish acts or evil shit that they've been doing, it did not go unseen, and it's time for them to pay. And this is what exactly is happening here. All right, now moving forward, this Leo, look, just like I accidentally hit that, there was no accident. He's getting pushed out the way. The devil could be taking that soul. Or maybe they got picked up by now. It could be the feds too. Like, nope, get the fuck over here, fool. I don't know what you think you're doing, but I've been seeing everything you're doing. But they're yanking him up, just like I actually hit that. It looked like it's yanking him up. They could have arrested him by now. I don't know, but he's under investigation. He's been setting people up. He's been telling on people, and not only just he's worse than a snitch. He's a framer. He frames people. Or not, he's snitching on people, and also his own like friends and everything else like that, his own family, all that shit. But he's also framing people, which is, I think, a million times worse, because not only are you telling on somebody, but you're framing somebody to get out of your shit that you fucking did, because you're so gangster enough to do your crime, but you're not gangster enough to do your time. You're absolutely ridiculous. Then he has the balls to think, oh, say F the police, this, that, and the other, right? But yet you're the one that, like, you're a fucking rent-a-cop right now, all right? Not even. Like, you're so gangster to do your crimes, right? But you're not gangster enough to do your time. But now you're doing free work for the cops to get yourself out of trouble, but you want to talk this shit about fuck the police, which makes no sense. Okay, now, little food for thought here, people. How, like, first of all, that's racist as fuck. All right, because you hate a bunch of people for absolutely no reason, right? And now, mind you, their job is to serve and protect you. How are you mad at people and hate people that are here? Their job is to serve and protect you. You sound ridiculous. You are a hypocrite and a half, and I hate a hypocrite. All right, now listen to this logic. I'm about to drop some bombs of fucking knowledge on you. Okay, now, if you say, let's just say you were in an accident, something happened to you, somebody came over and, tried to you or whatever, I don't know, and wouldn't you want the police to come help you? But are they such scumbags then? No. All right. Now, if your child went missing, wouldn't you want the police to get your child back? So how dare you be such a fucking hypocrite and say fuck the police and everything else? You should be respecting these people because they're here to serve and protect you. You know, people that say fuck the police are the people out here doing this shit, and then they're gonna remember that too when they come and get your ass. So stop being hypocrites. You're supposed to love and appreciate these people. Actually, am I telling you to go out and snitch? Absolutely not. But how are you going to hate on somebody that's here to serve and protect you? Make it make sense, okay? Now, that shit's got to go, because that's just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not telling you go and snitch, absolutely not. But I'm saying, like, use your fucking brains here, okay? That's just a little bit of, knowledge for you, okay? Start thinking about that, because you are a hypocrite if you say that. And it just sounds ridiculous. It absolutely sounds ridiculous. So don't be jumping on that bandwagon F the police just because everybody else says it. No, be yourself and use, your brains logically. Now, how could you possibly hate somebody that you don't even know them, but their job is to serve and protect you? Okay, you make no sense. You're a hypocrite, because if you were in need of those police, you would be very grateful for them. You want to be all fuck the police then now, would you? No. Now, I'm not saying by no means necessary, absolutely not. Do not be out snitching on people. No. But you should have love and respect for these people. And now this motherfucker is that type of person that, is fuck the police, but then he got caught up on some shit that he thought he was so gangster about, but, he is not so gangster to do his time. So now he's working with them. And little does he know, the cops are watching, the feds are watching him this whole time. Not only the feds, but ATF, CIA, and the drug task force, the DEA, or whatever it's called. The drug task force. He's going down, and this whole group, and a lot of this group is going down because he's telling on them already and setting them up. And also, they're being watched. So the feds kind of need him right now, but they're watching him, and he's just getting more and more charges. He's never going to get out of prison. I'm telling you right now, and I'm strongly getting he's either not making it to prison, or he is going to off himself in prison, one or the other. But he's not going to make it. Like, he's going to end up doing it. Or he might go to prison and somebody might get him for what he's done, because this is going to hit the papers or the news. This is a big case. It's definitely going to be publicly. He's definitely going to be all over the news and like all over the news and the papers for this. So I don't know, maybe someone's going to take him out, and that could be his karma because he tried to unalive you. He could have possibly unalived other people in the past. All right, so that very well might be what it is, but he is not making it much longer. All right, and you even have like the light and the dark protecting you. All right. but they're obsessed with you and everything else. They're so obsessed with you and worried about what you got going on, right? They're not even realizing that, that they're being watched by, and they're going back to, he's going to the justice system and lying about you because he was planning on framing you, but he wasn't planning on the feds actually investigating him this whole time and watching everything that he's doing. And you could possibly either have a house left to you in this inheritance as well, or they were like that. That might be, that's for some of you, it's not everybody, but you're getting that house back. Not only that, and you're getting whatever else was left to you in this inheritance. Now, they also watched him come into your house, break into your house, and do stuff in your house and try to frame you. Oh, and if it wasn't this Leo that did this, they watched somebody else try. They went into your house and tried to frame you, but they didn't realize the feds had cameras in your house, all right, to protect you, because they knew what this Leo was doing and what the other people he was grouping up were doing, because he was going back telling people that, what they were doing. Plus, so the feds were starting to investigate the other people he was telling on. You see what I'm saying here? So just be patient. This is a huge case, guys. And realize you are safe in every area and aspect of your life. All right? You have the feds, you have the CIA, you have the ATF, you have the drug task force, you have, but the most, first and foremost, you have God protecting you, your angels, ancestors, all that's passed away. So even if these fools tried to come and like pop you or whatever, it's not going to work. It's going to jam. Or on their way to you, they're going to get pulled over, or they're going to get into an accident. Like there's no way they can, and they know this, or they're going to find the fuck out. They could, something like that could have happened. They could have tried to attempt like to have somebody do some crazy shit to you, and they got pulled over on the way there and ended up getting locked up, so they were unable to do the job. Or like something happened to them, they got into an accident or something like that. And the feds know about this as well. And maybe the person that was on their way there to do whatever they're gonna do to you, they fucking got caught with with a banger on them, and now that person is also telling the feds about this person as well. Now this whole thing is they're all telling on each other because they see how big of a case this is, and like one by one, some of them are getting picked up, and there is somebody in prison, at least one or two people in prison right now that are looking at a lot of time that are telling on him, let alone he's already been watching, but they're just getting all the information from all these different people, and this whole group and collaboration, they're all telling on each other. They're all telling on each other. And if they're not yet, they're gonna be. But there are already people in prison right now that are telling on him. And plus, he doesn't realize he's being watched, and he's telling on everybody as it is. Because he has a serious case that he's trying to run from, but he's not running from it, all right? He's not able to. God's making sure this motherfucker pays either with his life or, spends the rest of his life in prison. But this is just the strategic way of doing this, and the most safest, and you're protected heavily. So do not panic, do not worry. You are heavily protected. There's no way, if, ands, or buts, that anything's going to happen to you, okay? You have the power, and you have very powerful people protecting you, but first and foremost, you have God protecting you, and your angels, ancestors, and loved ones that passed away protecting you. There's nothing going to happen to you. You're getting everything that was, that you're supposed to have, plus some, okay? Moving forward now. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones passed away. What does the collective need to know? What they need to be aware of at this time? Please and thank you. I hope this doesn't go into another part, but if it does, I apologize. Yeah, you're a very generous person. God, whatever this new beginning is that you're getting, this Ace of Pentacles, whatever was stolen from you, and part of your karma as well, your good karma, since you walked away from these confirmation, these people, God's gonna bless you. It could even be the justice system. They could probably see you're gonna sue these motherfuckers for what they've done to you, because they know everything. They're gonna bless your pockets so much that you're gonna be able to bless the pockets of other people. And the feds and the justice system see you're not what this person said at all. They seen when you didn't even have anything, because these people stole everything from you. You still helped out everybody else, even if you didn't have it for yourself. And like the justice system loves you. They actually truly love you. That's why they have you in this little lantern, and are like, no, you ain't touching this one. This is a beautiful being. This is such a good person. We need more people like this. So I'm going to put you in this little cage right here. I'm going to hold you up here, and I'll hold this over top of the fucking beast. But if he even so much as thinks about coming near you, I have no problem taking him out. All right? Look, they see you as the star, because you are the star. All right? You're the star of this outfit. This motherfucker thought that he was. He thought that he was so slick and smart and mastermind. Fuck to the no. He's going down while you rise above. Okay, beautiful. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, angels, ancestors. You're manifesting this, and they were, like I said, they were doing heavy heavy, 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 heavy magic on you in every area, and the cops watched the whole thing. They literally caught them in the act, hooting and hollering underneath the moon. Who called them, with the little jar spells and all the other stupid weird shit that they do. Okay, they were trying to do magic on the justice system as well. That's just not happening. And karma's here for all the magic and manipulation that they have done. They were doing they were trying, like, he thought that he was getting away with the feds too, because he didn't like magic on the feds as well. But God swiped that shit completely off. All right. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones passed away, and you're manifesting. You getting your shit back, and you moving forward in your life, and have nothing but absolute amazing future ahead of you. Okay, just be patient, please. You're getting this beautiful Ace of Cups, cup of love. Your cup's gonna be overflowing with love, because you've been such a beautiful, amazing person. You deserve it. You're a high priestess. All right. Yeah, so this is their dark coven that they're in, right? You're a high priestess, or like there's the Hierophant and the high priestess out here. So this is either you or your cup of love that's coming in. Your divine counterpart is a spiritual leader as well, because we have the high priest and the high priestess. Hierophant, and the high priestess. So these are both spiritual leaders, okay? And like this is your divine counterpart, your twin flame, your soulmate, whoever, like depending on what you resonate with. And also the feds see you as this. The feds might even want to work with you, because look at the feds looking down at you. And the justices, and I'm also strongly getting you even somehow help them out with this case, because you were able to see things that they were not able to see, because you're gifted. So they might even want to, because remember, like, they've been watching you. You've been under investigation. They might even want to work with you, because you've been helping them out during this case. You solved your own case, is what I just got. They see this. And while they've been watching you, and like, oh shit, they don't want you to hear this. My ear pods are falling out of my ear. They don't want you to hear this. Whatever, they've been watching you, and like whatever you're doing, you are able to let them see without your knowledge, because you're under investigation. You didn't know this was going on, but they've been watching you, and you were able to help them see things that they did not see, because they're watching you, and they're picking up on what you're picking up on, because you didn't know they're watching you. But yeah, whatever your seeds you're planting, they're going to grow. They're flourishing beautifully. Just keep doing whatever you're doing, okay, hon? Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. What's the outcome, please? And thank you. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones passed away. This is beautiful. Yeah, they see you're over here just hard working your ass off, okay? Minding your own business, all right? And whatever you're working on, it's coming. Just keep doing it. Your ships are coming in from all your hard work, and they're working hard to protect you. This is the feds. They're working hard to protect you and to, take these motherfuckers down. And you're getting ultimate wish fulfillment. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, angels, because you work so hard. Wow, these motherfuckers have the tower in the reverse. This is what they're manifesting. They will cause you a lot of towers. I just heard, shut up. Fuck you. They can suck a dick or 3. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just do it away from me. All right, yeah. Because their moon magic, all this deep, dark secrets and illusions, everything they did, they're having their tower in reverse, which is way worse than a tower. Tower's talking about chaos, destruction, mayhem, upheaval. All right, they're going down like the Titanic. And I don't mean that in any disrespect. My heart goes out to them. What I mean by that is, they thought the Titanic was unsinkable. Well, this Leo and this whole coven thinks that they're unsinkable. But what happened at the Titanic? It sunk the first day. Okay, that's what I mean by that. And my heart goes out to anybody that was on the Titanic and their families. May God bless their beautiful souls and their families as well. But what I mean by that is that they think that they're untouchable. They think they can just get up underneath the moon and whip up some magic, and like they can get away with murder. Absolutely murder. Absolutely not. They're going down for everything, every deep, dark, dirty little secret they did, for every little spell that